All right, guys, we have had a fantastic, in my opinion, start to the WNBA. We've had a lot of awesome stuff happen, right? The first month of the 2025 season, the season that's going to give us 44 games each for each team, a season that has 13 players on it, or 13 teams in the league. It's a great start to the year, in my opinion. It's a very good start to the WNBA season. And if May taught us anything, it said that, hey, the league is stacked with a bunch of talent. And yeah, with that being said, we are only at June the 5th, which means it's still like barely into June. So it's still a good time to have a look back and take a look at May. And let's talk about the best of the best from May. All right. So in the East, we had Allisha Gray lighted up in Atlanta, leading the Dream to their best start in a very, very long time, earning her first ever, I believe, Player of the Month award. We got in the West, we got Napheesa Collier, who is in full straight up MVP mode, in my opinion. She is dominating on both ends of the floor while keeping the Minnesota Lynx undefeated. Guys, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not all that we have. We also have honors for Rookie of the Year, where Kiki Iriafen has burst out on the scene and has been absolutely lighting it up. Just dropped the 20 piece the other day. Like, she's doing her thing, averaging a double in her first 8 games and landing Rookie of the Month honors. And then finally, we got to talk about the coaches, because the coaches are doing their thing as well. We have 2 undefeated teams in the WNBA right now, and one of those teams is the New York Liberty. And Sandy Brondello, who is the coach of that team, she has led them to a flawless start, making it clear that, guys, last year's title for the New York Liberty was just the beginning, it seems. So yeah, let's talk about all this stuff. All right, let's talk about all of this stuff right now. And at first, I do actually want to talk, starting with Sandy Brondello, because we're on her right now. So let's talk with Sandy Brondello, and then we'll just go back and talk about everybody else in a little bit more detail, and then we'll kind of wrap it up from here. So here's the deal: the New York Liberty, they didn't come into 2025 being like, you know what? Yeah, we're just trying to defend our crown. Yeah, we just won the WNBA championship after so many times of trying and failing in the WNBA finals. Like, we've been at the finals for a long time, several years. We've been in the finals, and we just always lose. They finally won last year, and this year they're not coming in being like, you know what, we just want to barely win like we did last year. No, guys. The New York Liberty, they basically came to own the league. They got a beautiful gift from the Connecticut Sun by the name of Natasha Cloud, where they basically gave up nothing for Natasha. And this is a team that, yes, they are dealing with, some injuries, right? You got Benigni Hamilton, who's out for the season. Like, she's done because she's hurt, right? And there was a question mark about how, well, at least in my mind, of like, how good would New York really be? Well, if you're looking at these games, you're like, well, pretty darn good, pretty darn good, I would say, because this team is undefeated. Their defense is looking really good. Their offense is looking really good, and they're just supercharged. They're just supercharged right now. Sandy Brondello just won the WNBA Coach of the Month award for May, and it makes sense. It makes sense for her to have that honor. Because Liberty are doing very good right now. This may be the most fun and most dominant time for the New York Liberty in terms of the basketball they play. Again, 7-0 start. This is a team that, dominated in May. Okay, let me go through some May stats for the New York Liberty. They average around 90 points a game, 23 assists per game, guys. They shot 46 from the field. This is a team with a net rating of plus 19. Plus 19, guys. Crazy. The New York Liberty did not just win games. They absolutely dominated. They crushed teams. They looked really good doing it. And yeah, I'm talking about destroying Chicago, my team, and dropping 19 threes in a game. I'm talking about following that up, the domination against this guy up with dropping a 48-point win margin against the Connecticut Sun, where they won by by a dominant margin, and also knocked down a whole bunch of threes. Here's the deal: this New York Liberty team is fire, and they are thriving on chemistry and a whole lot of structure. You got Napheesa Collier, who is just, she gives you defense, she gives you energy, she gives you great pace, she gives you just a PG that knows exactly what to do at all times. You got Maureen Johannes, who's back. The wizard, is that did they call her? Either the wizard or magician, whatever they call her. She's just crazy out there. She shoots crazy shots, one-legged shots. She's just fun, flashy, and not only is she a great scorer, she's also an elite passer. So you got two really good passers. You got one of the top point guards in the league in Napheesa Collier. You got Jonquel Jones, who is doing her double-double thing. And here's the deal. I believe they said it in a recent broadcast. I'm like 95% sure that I heard them say the stat. They said when Jonquel Jones averages a double-double, it's pretty much a guarantee that the New York Liberty will win. It's pretty much a guarantee. You got Kennedy Burke, who is turning into what may be a most improved player of the year award. Y'all, Kennedy Burke is on her big one this year. And you got Sabrina Ionescu and you got Breanna Stewart, who are they normal selves, right? I'm just saying, this team is sharing the ball really well. Their assist numbers are crazy. Because yes, they have a lot of great scorers and whatnot, but it's not selfish basketball. It's all in rhythm basketball. It all looks really, really good, right? This is not the first time Sandy Brondello has won this award. This is not the first time she's won it with the New York Liberty. But, we may be off to a Coach of the Year award, possibly, for Sandy Brondello. I'm just saying. And the decision for, I believe, the decision to go to the New York Liberty was huge for Sandy, right? Remember, she was done at Phoenix, and she needed a place to go. She needed a place to go, and New York was where she chose, and she has thrived there. Look, here's the deal. New York was already kind of like building some pieces before she got there, but when she got there, they made it to the finals in 2023, won the championship in 2024, and now in 2025 they're undefeated in their first several games. This team is looking pretty good. All right. And the thing I like is that Sandy, she has evolved her play style. Like, the way that this team runs with Napheesa Collier is different, significantly different than the way this team ran with Courtney Vandersloot. Now, is this a thing where it's all about coaching? No, because these players are hoopers and they're going to hoop regardless. But I tell you this, New York looks substantially better than they did last year. They look substantially better than they did in 2023 when they made it to the finals. Like, this team may be the best looking New York Liberty team that I've seen, like, in a very long time, if not ever, for the New York Liberty. And so they're just getting started. The repeat is on. So repeat tour, New York Liberty, they're doing their thing, and they're led by a really good coach. So shout out to Sandy Brondello for winning the Coach of the Year award. All right, let's talk about some of the other people who won, and I want to talk about Kiki Iriafen, guys, because I feel like I've talked a lot about her, and I will keep talking about her because there's just something about Kiki that I didn't expect, and because I didn't expect it, I am obsessed with the play of the Washington Mystics and like the play of their rookies, and specifically the play of Kiki Iriafen. Because here's the deal. Probably in post, I'll probably try to put a video up. But Kiki Iriafen, when she heard her name called in the locker room and she wasn't sure what it was about, but her coach decided to give her a bit of good news. He said that Kiki Iriafen is the first rookie in Mystics history to win Rookie of the month. And the crowd goes wild. Rookie of the month for the first time ever for Kiki, or for the Washington Mystics, and that is because Kiki Iriafen did her thing. And I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. Now, here's the thing. Let's be clear. Kiki Iriafen did not just ease into the WNBA. She didn't. Nah, that girl exploded in the WNBA. Right? When we talk about rookies, we're like, oh, okay, they're gonna get it together. Some of the rookies are gonna be a little slower. We didn't think that, like, we thought that maybe they'd be a little afraid of the other players, and, like, you know, they wouldn't do a ton, right? Like, okay, they're gonna be good. You know, they're gonna work hard. They're gonna do their best, but they're not gonna dominate, right? Like, they're not gonna do that great. Well, yeah, no one told Kiki Iriafen that. No one told her that. No one told her. No one. Because she has been a machine on the court. And I want to throw some stats at y'all real quick because I want to throw some stats because she's great. She's great. And I want to quantify her stats, even though truly I've told y'all all the time. I'm gonna tell y'all again. It's not all about stats, right? It's not all about the box score. However, in the month of May, Kiki Iriafen averaged 13.9 points a game, 10.1 rebounds a game, and shot 47% from the field as a rookie, guys. When we looked at her game and we saw the players that she was going against, it wasn't like she was going against bad post players. She wasn't, guys. If we look at some of the players that Kiki went up against, so let's run through the list. Let's run through the list of the players she went up against, and I want you all to kind of put this in mind of how, yes, Dave hit it right on the head. He said Kiki isn't asking permission. She's not asking permission from nobody. She's not afraid. She's not scared. She's not like, oh, I'm gonna defer to you. I'm gonna put some deference. No, she is like, I'm going straight at you. I'm not nervous, right? I'm not nervous at all. And when we look at her game, and we look at the players she went up against. So, like, right, for example, Alyssa Thomas, and Kiki was going after her, right? Alyssa Thomas. You got Aaliyah Boston, who she just went up against on Tuesday. You got Jonquel Jones and Brianna Stewart. You got the likes of Asia Wilson. You know, you got Tina Charles. You have Brittany Griner. You have so many big time post players. And Kiki's like, yeah, okay, let's ball, let's hoop, let's check up. I got this. And she's been doing just that. And her smirk is hilarious. I love it. I think it's very, very fun. Also, guys, Kiki Iriafen is one of 5 other players in league history to have averaged a double-double through her first 8 career games. Now, one of 5. Who are the other people who got it? Well, Tina Charles, legend. Candace Parker, legend. Yolanda Griffith, legend. Cheryl Ford, legend. And Natalie Williams as well. And now, Kiki Iriafen. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. Kiki is different. LL Cool J, yes, says, when Kiki screamed at AT, I was like, okay then. Yes, because I didn't expect Kiki to be doing this. Like, she's on her big one, guys. She really is. And personally, guys, I absolutely love to see it. I do love to see it. I think we had another super chat in here as well. Thank you so much to D-Time for the super chat. Says, is the WNBA management, ownership, and coaching prepared for the growth? No. I think some are. I mean, and also I think, you know, things happen. Things come out of news. That's not great. You know, even for like leagues that are already like super grown, i.e. the NBA, right? So I think they got more stuff to get ready with. They got more stuff to get ready with for sure. But yeah, I didn't expect Kiki to be this great. right? And I think it's great. And here's a wild part. Like, just a year ago, just a couple of months ago, there are people questioning, like, is Kiki Iriafen even going to be a high draft pick? Is Kiki Iriafen even going to be very talented in the WNBA? You know, she transferred from Stanford to USC this past year, and in my opinion, I didn't think Kiki really fit USC's system. I didn't. That's my opinion. I didn't think she did. There were some other people who didn't think she did as well. And I was personally a bit like, how is she going to do in the WNBA? I knew eventually she was going to be good, but like, I didn't know she was going to be good her first year. But the Mystics took her, as a lottery pick, and she got to work. Not much hype, not much, but it was effort. She put her head down and she got to work. She got to work, and so she started her career going toe-to-toe with some of the best post players in the game. Now she's leading all rookies in rebounding. She's sort of towards the top in rebounding for the WNBA. She's shooting about 50% from the field, which is really, really good, while anchoring one of the youngest teams in the league. The Washington Mystics are a team in transition, I should say, right? You got the Elena Delle Donne era is over, though she is with the staff for the Washington Mystics. The old guard of the Washington Mystics is gone, right? But you got Kiki Iriafen, you got Sonia Citron, you got Lucy Olsen. They're all here, and they're all legit. The Mystics had 3 top 6 picks in the draft this past year. And Georgia Amore was looking to have a great year, but she tore ACL, and so that sucks. But she's with the team. She's gonna get back to where she was. She's with the coaching staff. You can see her like behind the bench at games and whatnot. She's still rocking and rolling, even though she's hurt, right? But you got Kiki putting up huge numbers. You got Sonia Citron putting up huge numbers. You got Lucy Olsen coming off the bench, making an impact for her team, right? So Kiki, in total, right, as of this moment, she's averaging 14.6 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, right? And then she has her teammate, another rookie who is starting, and Sonia Citron, it's not like she's a scrub. She's rocking and rolling as well. She is averaging 14.1 points a game, 4.4 rebounds a game, and 1.9 assists per game, right? Not only that, you remember that's not the only other rookie you got. You also have Lucy Olsen as well. While Lucy Olsen isn't playing a ton of minutes, I do like the minutes that she is playing. I do think that this is good experience for her, and this is not going to be like her best year ever this year. I don't expect that, but I do think that she's going to build off this year and get better and better and better. And she's averaging around 3 points a game, on around 10-ish minutes a game, and you got these rookies who are starting something new with this team. You got Brittany Sykes in there. You got Steph Dolson in there, who may need to go to the bench, and Aaliyah Edwards needs to take full center stage, in my opinion. So, controversial thought, maybe, I don't know, but I'm of the mind. I am of the mind that Dolson is good. I like Stephanie Dolson a lot, and Kiki has been great, and she has earned that starting spot since Aaliyah Edwards was hurt at the start. But in my opinion, I need to see a lineup where Kiki and Aaliyah are both starting. Okay, I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I need to see that. Okay, that's my request. I still like Dolson. Have Dolson come off the bench until she can get her groove back, but she's been struggling lately, and I think she needs to come off the bench. Yeah. What do y'all think? Anyway, the Washington Mystics are looking good. And also, guys, I do think it's almost a easy thing that Kiki Iriafen will be the Rookie of the Year. In the last several years, the Rookie of the Month in May has ended up being the Rookie of the Year. Okay? So I think it's happening. Especially with Paige Beckers getting sidelined due to the concussion protocol. I think it's Kiki's race to lose right now. So, yeah, that's my thoughts there. The thing that makes Kiki Iriafen so dangerous is her ability to be versatile, right? She has post moves. She can hit the mid-range. She runs the floor like a guard in a lot of senses. And defensively, she's already adjusting to how the league is. She has great presence. She is just out there. She's like, hey, I'm gonna do my job. I'm a hoop. I'm a rock out. You know, I'm gonna score 20 on you, Indiana Fever. I'm gonna score. I'm going to do it in an efficient way as well. 9 of 11 from the field for Kiki Iriafen. Like it's the effort, it's the poise, it's the confidence that she plays with. That is just crazy. Like she is not a rookie anymore. In a lot of ways, she is a cornerstone to this team. And so, yeah, Kiki Iriafen, Rookie of the Month. Makes sense. She's just figuring it out. She's still young. However, she is on a great trajectory for the WNBA. I tell you that. All right. Let's move on real quick and talk about I got 8 minutes. Darn it. I got 8 minutes to go. Okay, let's talk about I was about to say Rookie of the Month. I already talked about Rookie of the Month. Let's talk about the Players of the Month for the WNBA. So, let's actually go Eastern Conference first, and then we'll go Western Conference. Eastern Conference Player of the Month is Allisha Gray. So yeah, y'all may have heard me in the past talk a lot about Allisha Gray because Allisha Gray is great. I think she's a fan-freaking-tastic player. In a league filled with stars, especially in the East on the Eastern Conference, there's a lot of people to pay attention to when it comes to the WNBA in the Eastern Conference. But in May, there was one player who sort of transcended everybody else, and her name is Allisha Gray. Here's the deal. Allisha Gray, in a lot of senses, from a substantial amount of people, even myself at times, consider Allisha Gray as like a secondary person to Ryan Howard, right? It's like Ryan Howard's here, Allisha Gray is like right here, like barely like right there, but like not like that sort of like what A1 type of player. However, in May, she was like, nah, I'm not one sidekick. I could be the main. I could be the main focus. So let's start off by talking about what Allisha Gray did in May, right? Because in May she was fan-freaking-tastic, right? In May she was fantastic, right? So in May, she led the Eastern Conference in total points with 150 points total, right? She averaged 21.4 points a game, 5.1 rebounds a game, 4.6 assists per game, shooting around 50% from the field. She was 43% from the three-point line, and she was the only player in the Eastern Conference to average 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 4.6 assists during this past month. Now, I think maybe I'm the only person who thought that. I may be the only person who thought that because it seems like y'all in the chat are actually like, yeah, y'all never had Allisha behind Ryan. I did. I just did. Mainly because of truly how like physical and like downhill of a player that Ryan Howard has been in the past, and I was like, oh yeah, I just did. Right? So I think I must have been just way off. I don't know. Wasn't trying to disrespect Allisha at all. I just thought that like this was a great dynamic duo. They were fantastic, but I didn't think that like Allisha Gray would be like a player of the month. However, she straight up dominated last month. Straight up. To the point where it was just like, man, like you can't deny the talent, right? She dropped 25 points in 4 out of 7 games, right? She was rocking and rolling. Had like 28 or something like that against Seattle. It's not just about the scoring, guys. Because y'all know me, I'm not all about the scoring. It's about the impact. When Allisha Gray was on the court, when she was doing her thing, there was nothing that anyone can do to stop the Atlanta Dream. Like it just wasn't. And when we look at the fact that Brittany Griner has been down and missed several games already, when you think about just the way that this team operates and how they were planning to operate this year, Allisha Gray has thrived in that, right? Thrived. and she's rocking out. This team, this Atlanta Dream team has actually gone through quite a bit of stuff. They've kind of gone through the ringer of sorts, in terms of close games, but they have found a way to win tough ones. And a huge reason why is because of Allisha Gray. They're 5-2 on the season so far, second in the East, which is really, really good. And now we have Allisha Gray becoming the third Dream player to ever win player of the month, right? The other people who won was Angel McCautry and Tiffany Hayes, right? And Allisha Gray, she's putting her stamp on this franchise. She is not just a scorer; she is a cornerstone piece to this team. So it's something about being efficient, hungry, poised, calm. The thing I love about Allisha Gray is like we've been saying it for years, but like she is someone who is fine with seemingly anything, right? Like Allisha Gray does not get that much attention, in my opinion, and she doesn't demand it, right? She doesn't say y'all better pay attention to me or blah blah blah. She just does her business, right? She's the one who goes in to the WNBA All-Star Weekend, plays in both the skills challenge and the 3-point challenge, wins both, and is just her country self, with her accent and just fun loving, and she's just awesome. Like she's just such a cool person. I feel like she's one of those people that like you would just want to talk to and hang out with, and just have a good time, because she's just that person. She's calm, she's cool, she seems to be shy. And she does her food reviews. It's her and Ryan that does the food reviews and whatnot. And in a lot of ways, with this Atlanta Dream team, Allisha Gray has deferred to Ryan Howard. She has, in my opinion, in years past. And this year, we're like seeing way more of Allisha Gray, who is just front and center. Let's go. Let me put my team on my back. I got this. Right. So here's the deal. June is about to be wild for the Atlanta Dream. They got a lot of good teams to go against, but I tell you, Allisha Gray is ready for it. She is. She's not just the player of the month for the Eastern Conference. She is. She's a problem to go against. Okay, because she can do a little bit of everything on the court, and she does it. She does it always with a smile, which is always kind of fun. And she has those goggle things. I love those things. I love those things. She's put them in put them in style. Right. That's a stylish thing. All right. Anyway. Shout out to Allisha Gray for being the Rookie of the Month for the Eastern Conference. And I tell you this, I knew Allisha Gray was great. I mean, I've been watching her for years. However, I didn't think she would win. Like coming into the season, if you would have asked me, is Allisha Gray going to win Player of the Month? I wouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have said she would have won. But she did, and she's awesome. And I'm just like, heck yeah. Like, I love to be proven wrong. I love when people are like, actually, nah, I'm rocking out, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're good, they're very good, but yeah, they're not gonna win Rookie of the Month for Kiki Iriafen, and she did it. They're not gonna win. Player of the Month, and Allisha Gray just did it. She's awesome. So like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Let's see what y'all have to say in the chat. Tisha says she has her own restaurant and is self-proclaimed cheap. She does? I didn't know Allisha had a restaurant. I gotta check it out. Where is her restaurant? I have to check it out. It's in okay, so according to Google, she has a place called WNB Factory in Midgeville, Georgia. Where is that place? Is that close to Atlanta? That's awesome though. I didn't know she had a restaurant. That is really, really awesome. Anyway, all right. Ooh, I'm over an hour. I said I was going to be less than an hour, but I'm over an hour. Real quick, let's go through Napheesa Collier real quick. So Napheesa Collier, I mean, what is there to really say about Napheesa Collier? We all know how great she is. Let's just real quick, Napheesa. So, when we talk about Napheesa Collier, she is someone who is just unstoppable. Like, she's just great. She's great. She is the player of the month for the Western Conference for the West. I already said that. Anyway, and this is one of those things where, like, it was obvious, in my opinion, that of course it was going to be Napheesa Collier. The Minnesota Lynx are on to a historic tear, really. They are undefeated so far in the season, and she has been in every game but one, and she's been anchoring the team on both offense and defense and really making a case for MVP this season. She is someone who is a former Rookie of the Year, a former Defensive Player of the Year, an Olympian, but Napheesa Collier has never been a Player of the Year. And I think, well, that may end up changing because she has started off the year with a bang, winning the Player of the Month honors. Because right now, in my opinion, now, again, my opinion, you all may disagree, but in my opinion, Napheesa Collier is the best player in the WNBA right now. She is. All right, let me spell it out to you as to why. Napheesa Collier is averaging 25.1 points a game, top of the WNBA with that. She's averaging 8.7 rebounds a game. And even though she's a post player, even though a short post player, she's averaging 3.4 assists per game and 2.1 steals a game. She's making her money in the paint. She is also someone who can stretch the floor and knock down a three. She's also someone who can get to the bucket when she wants. Dude, she's averaging 40% from the three this year. 40%, 52% overall. If she keeps this up, this is going to be the best offensive year of her career in terms of not just scoring, but efficiency. When you look at Napheesa Collier's game, where's the flaw? It doesn't really exist, right? Yes, she does have a great team. Yes, her team is super, super talented, right? I mean, you got K-Mac who's back. You got Courtney Williams and Atisha Heidemann, who I just talked about yesterday. You got some good players. You got Atlanta Smith. You got some good players on your team. Bridget Carlton. But this team goes on Napheesa Collier. She is someone who will block a shot. She will do a little bit of everything. And personally, I love to see it. Go says, I love when Quita calls us dude. Dude is one of my favorite words ever. And I feel like I have to be careful now because some people get offended if you say dude. And I'm just like, dude, I'm of the mind that Good Burger, where it's I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. It's just, it's just a phrase. But yeah. Anyway, Napheesa Collier was someone who is someone who dropped 30-some points in the home opener, right? This is someone who is just about her business, right? 34 points in her home opener. She followed that up with 23. Then she had 28. Then she had 33. She is doing her thing right now. And I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. Napheesa Collier is great. She's a fantastic player. So yeah, she is Player of the Month. I believe this is for the first time. Isn't this for the first time ever for Napheesa Collier? But let's be honest, she's been doing this stuff for years. She is, leading this team, doing what she does best. And hey, Player of the Month, cool. Player of the Year, MVP, I think it's coming. Anyway, that's the stream. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. It really does help the channel out a whole lot. And again, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for rocking with me. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Be kind to someone. Tell somebody that they matter because they truly, truly do. Send this video to somebody. Please, please, please send this to someone. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend that Quita Love Sports is on the internet. And guys, I have been hinting at an announcement for, it feels like weeks now, but it is almost here when I'm actually able to announce it. So I'll have a special episode of the stream on Monday. So if y'all, we'll have a stream tomorrow. Assuming no tech issues, but Mr. President, come here. There's Mr. President for y'all. So hopefully this holds y'all over until Monday, where I will be able to make the announcement of what I have been waiting for weeks to announce. Anyway, I'll see y'all next one. Love y'all, and tell somebody that you love them as well. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.